Welcome back to Tiger Dragonstorm's podcast, the spiritual awakening show. Today's question is as follows. If I could tell the future and said you would never reach enlightenment, would you still continue your current spiritual practice? It's an interesting question, but it's a question that can only arise when we give too much attention to that which does not exist, meaning the future. You simply cannot experience a single moment because you do not know when one moment begins and another moment ends. It's not tangible in that way. If I said to you, how long is a moment? It's a tough question, right? Because it's completely subjective. A moment could be the duration of you watching a play. A moment could be the 10 seconds you spend washing your hands. So when we are speaking of time, of future, past, present, questions can arise that are extremely easy to answer, to be honest. Because the future and the so-called past do not exist insofar as you're not living that. You can imagine it, but you're not living it. Life is far more mysterious than time. If time seems mysterious, well, the fact that time is only an imagination should show you that what this reality is even more mysterious than that. Because it's this eternal so-called now. So what I'm saying is we are always living for now. Even if we are planning for the so-called future, we are planning when? We are planning now. Your 5-year plan does not exist without you starting now. So, it would also be like saying or asking someone, if you knew your family, your loved ones, your friends were going to die one day, would you still love and care and cherish them? Would you still try to help them and teach them and be taught by them? And go to social events with them? Laugh and joke with them? If you knew they were going to die one day? Of course, it's kind of like a rhetorical question because you do know your loved ones and friends will die one day, as you will, as in the body, of course, not the infinite consciousness that you are. So even knowing this, you don't think, oh, I'm not going to help my mom, my dad. I'm not going to help this person who's struggling on the streets to get from A to B with their shopping bags. I'm not going to help them because they're going to die one day. No, the future, the so-called one day doesn't exist. When is one day? I know Monday to Sunday. When is one day? So of course you always help people in the so-called now, regardless of the fact that it's actually true that one day they will cease to be in the form, the expression of consciousness that they currently are. They will transition into, again, that mystery. So knowing this, of course, you would still continue your spiritual practices, even if you knew one day you would not experience enlightenment, because it's all about how you feel now. These spiritual practices, at the very least, will help you achieve more peace, more understanding of the mind, the psyche, energy, emotions, the physical body, the subtle body, the mental body. At the very least, it would help you achieve more peace. And who in this world, whether you are living in the city, the jungle, a cave, Antarctica, who in this world would not like to have peace within their lives? Who would say, no, I want irritation? I want to be bugged. I want to be annoyed. Who would choose that? Unless they were, needing that emotion for acting in a play or something. Of course, you want that peace. So that's what the spiritual practices, at the very least, can help give us. And you do that with the understanding that there is only now. And if enlightenment experience comes, then that's the icing on the cake. If it doesn't come, at least you have more peace. So I hope that answers the question. Well, I gave my perspective at least. And have a wonderful day or evening, my fellow expressions of consciousness. Thank you so much for watching or listening to this podcast. If you have any questions that you would like answered on the Spiritual Awakening Show, then don't hesitate to comment those questions right now in the comment section underneath this video. Alternatively, you could email me at tigerdragonstormspodcast@gmail.com. Please subscribe to stay in tune with the latest videos, the latest podcast uploads, and have a wonderful day or evening, my fellow expressions of consciousness.